We've done studies where the average work week for a salesperson is 52 hours per week,
Hmm.
and they spend 13 hours of that actually selling. The rest of the time is spent on administrative work, on preparing to sell, on trying to gather information to make
Hmm.
themselves more effective. When you talk about commercial relationships, and especially around the renewal
Hmm.
piece of it, we find that the account manager, those people responsible for renewals, struggle so hard to find data for renewals.
Yeah.
And how do you guys help to solve that problem?
Yeah, that's actually one of the big challenges we see. So if you think about the time spent, and particularly where the salespeople are covering both the install base and net new accounts, if you think about the time they have to spend tracking down the labyrinth internally to figure out exactly what they've sold the customer, what the current price is, it's pretty daunting. And
What's in that labyrinth? Tell me what's in the labyrinth of information that they need to renew something.
yeah, so if you think about, so I'll use one of our customers. Was working with a telecommunications company, and what they found was some of their salespeople on the smaller accounts, because they own both net new and install base, weren't actually working renewal opportunities actively. And the reason is, so to go work that renewal, what they had to understand was, first, specifically when that it was a product level renewal. So they have a set of products they've sold the customer. When does that product renew? And it was more challenging than you think because it actually the term of the renewal was in the contract based on 36 months from the installation date. And so just figuring out when something renewed was hard enough. The second piece is, okay, what products around that time are actually renewing? So I know this one date. What other things related to that do I need to be paying attention to when I go talk to the customer? The second or the third thing is, okay, so I figured out when it renews, other things that are renewing around the time. What should my offer be? So how do I take that into a more proactive piece? So again, what our customers are looking at a couple ways. One is, this particular telecommunications company may have to write down some of their revenue because of downward margin pressure. What are complementary products that we should be offering at the time of renewal to discount up so you can protect the net retention?
It's not just about gathering information for renewals. It's also about having the information maybe about white space where the customer needs additional solutions and products. So it could be about cross-sell, upsell.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you're going to talk to the customer, that's an event that you should be taking full advantage of. In addition to cross-sell and upsell, some of our customers are using their renewal team. They've grown by acquisition, and so they have relationships, maybe 5, 10 relationships with this customer spread across multiple acquisitions. Some of them are more profitable than others based on the commercial terms. So if you think about the services you're offering, the SLA terms, all of those things. They're using the renewal event to actually target customers to renegotiate terms, in addition to upsell. So if you imagine now a sales rep trying to find that information today, I call it the hope strategy. So I hope I can call the person that has that information across those dozens of acquisitions, read the documents, and find the information.
I talk to so many clients where they don't start to think about that renewal event until it comes right up on them. Maybe they're within a month of the renewal, and they might have an opportunity that's been created for them in their Salesforce automation platform,
Mm-hmm.
but that opportunity contains no intelligence around that customer,
Mm-hmm.
and it lacks information around the renewal dates itself. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe you've got multiple products that are associated with that renewal. Oftentimes it's not coterminous with other renewal items that might be out there. There's lack of pricing information, and there's really lack of product data around the specific solutions that those customers are using. Some of it could be end of life, some of it could be end of service. They struggle to have that meaningful conversation. So it sounds like that's how Permata could help a salesperson, by gathering all that intelligence and placing it to them proactively in one place so that
Yeah.
they spend more time speaking with customers and less time searching for data.
And that's exactly it. So there's the active selling time aspect. The other piece that we're focused on is how do you use a customer's current footprint, their upcoming renewal dates, the terms they have, and similarly situated customers, and use that information to create triggers for salespeople. So for maybe this customer, yes, there's a renewal date, but I need to get out 90 days in advance. There's also an upsell opportunity based on similarly situated customers.
I got it.
And go target those customers.